Hey, all my crafty friends. We're back with 3.0 Craft Club. Let's do this. So I unboxed my Craft Club today, and it is from March. And I'm super excited about it because, guess what? It finally arrived. In fact, it arrived today. So, super excited. I've got my stencil. I cut this in half. These are wavy stencils. I'm psyched. I have my little heart patterns. Super excited about that. I've got some yarn for my embellishment, my orange chalk paste, and then I have my squeegee. So before I get started doing anything, I take my green tacky towel, remember tacky towel, and I'm going to place that down and take my stencils, excuse me, those allergies, even though it's snowing, spring allergies, go figure. So I'm going to peel this off, and I am going to place this on my tacky towel, and I'm going to do this with the other one as well. One, they're both considered waves. One is kind of wavy, and the other one is like more of a squiggly wave. Almost looks like they could be flowers. So I'm going to buzz those a couple times. I'm taking just a little bit of sticky off the back so that it will come off of my surface. And what I'm going to do is I am going to set aside my tacky towel, and I'm going to bring over the largest one and the smallest one, because those are the two I'm going to work with first, okay? So I think I'm going to go with the smallest one first. And I'm going to put that right on there. And then what I'm going to do is, I thought I had my orange chalk paste out here. I'm not sure what I did. Well, we'll use this. Normally I would put this in a little container, but I'm kneading this. Just get it moving a little bit, and then I'm going to open this up. I'm trying not to open it all the way. I'm afraid if I push and pull too hard, I'm just going to take much more. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that out there. I'm going to show you. This is Orange Tiger. How awesome is that? Or is it vibrant orange? It's Orange Tiger. That's what I thought. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that on my squeegee. This is why I use a little container, because it's hard to do that. And I'm just going to go over my stencil and get that. Oh my goodness. The sky must be falling. Okay, so I'm going to get that and take this off, and beautiful. How fun is that? How fun is that? Now I'm going to take this same stencil and I'm going to put it over my larger carrot and make sure that that's down. Take some more of this and just come down the sides. Oops. Ooh, come on. And we'll just continue to do that. I am going to need a little bit more chalk paste. I'm trying to get my excess off of there as well. Pull that down. I'm actually going to put this right on here. I don't like the mess on the other. Whoopsie. Move that. And I don't know if you noticed what I did, but yes, I used that stencil twice without washing it in between. Oh, beautiful. Oh, I am so excited about these. Oh, we have all kinds of embellishments over here, and they're in my way. So we're going to take care of those. And then let's take our other wavy one. And I'm going to put my backer sheet behind it. And then let's put the, oh, this is way too fun. Oh, these are fun. Fun, fun, fun. And then I'm going to, well, get my chalk paste. This is why having little plastic containers helps. So I got that all stuck in there. Because it will not be slip sliding everywhere. But I thought I had my orange tie. Oh, I know what I was doing. I was labeling them. And I labeled that one and I put it away with all my other ones, but that's okay. We've got it going on here. Now, because this surface is double-sided, you can actually use a different color on the back side with the same stencils, or you can use any pattern stencil that you would like. I think I got my excess off there. I'm going to set that aside, and then I'm going to pull this up, and we will reveal our other beautiful, beautiful orange. So with that, I'm going to just set these aside until I'm finished. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up some embellishments. We've got this too, and some other things, because I decided to take my pieces and go beyond. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set those over there to dry, clean my fingers real quick, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We're making a little crate to put these in. And actually, I'm going to clean this carrot a little bit. I've got lots and lots on this one, and it's, I used that twice, so I want to be careful there. So anyway, I'm going to set my backer sheets aside. So I took this little crate. It's a little bit longer. They have two different kinds of crates. So it's a little bit longer, and you can't see between the slats. And so I took a gray wood accelerator, and I put that all over the outside and the inside as well. So what I'm going to do is, when I'm done with my carrots are going to go in here, but I just want to bring it up a notch. So I have ribbon here, Plant and Time, or Place and Time. That's got to be Joann's. Joann's. I'm sure I bought that at some point in time. Anyway, so what I want to do is I want to add this ribbon around. So I'm just going to make sure I have the right amount. And I do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue gun and put just a little bit, and yes, today it's on low, put a little bit here. Now, I went with the 3/8 inch ribbon because I knew that's not what I want to do. I had this, didn't I? Because I want this, I don't want it to cover the little handle on the edge of the box. So what I like about these is that where the slats are, it kind of gives you that idea of where you need to put this to center it. Get a little extra glue on there. So I'm just doing my back corners, and I'm going to do my front corner here. Ooh, I want to make sure see how I'm underneath that? Actually, it needs to go just a little bit more underneath. There we go. And I'll have to double check that again. Just put a little bit, come on. Put a little bit on that one. And then I'm going to pull these two. Come on. Pull these two to my center, which they are not going to center because I didn't double check that. That's okay. We're gonna embellish this a little bit more, so we're not gonna see where that is anyway. So we're just gonna go ahead. Oh, come on. Put a little bit of glue there. And pull this over. And I'm actually pulling it over beyond where that was, because I'm attempting to get this closer to the middle. When I picked it up, I did not put it back where I needed. So with that, let me pick this up, put just a little bit of glue there. Yes, I do have it on low temp today. I double checked that. Okay, so I have my ribbon all the way around my box. This box has a good side of the box and a bad side. And you know, this side is better than the back side. Get my out of there. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to add a little bit of greenery to this along with a bow. So I just went and dug through my stash and picked out this. It's an herb. Don't ask me which one. I couldn't tell you. And then I wanted just a little flower. So I looked around and I snipped off a piece. So what I came up with were these little pieces. I'm hoping you are seeing what I'm doing. It's this camera. Hopefully before my next live I can get a new camera stand. So what I'm going to do, I just kind of lay this out the way I want it. I like that one is going in. Ooh, I don't want these to be, okay, that one's not as large. How about that one? Okay, I like this size better. So I just want to make sure that I have those. I'm just going to set them there. They will move. And then I have my little flower. This I know was from Dollar Tree. This other, I have no idea. I have no idea. So behind this, I'm going to stick my little flower. Come on. And I'm going to put my greens just so I can double check to see how I like it. Okay, I do like it. So now I'm eyeing the center, so we'll see how well I do. Oops, that's really slipping. Okay, so I'm going to eye that center, and I need another glue stick. I'm going to push that glue stick through, but I know it's going to come out fast, so I'm going to do that on my little tile I have here. There we go. Got that done. So now, eyeing my center again, I'm just going to put, oh, come on, a dab of glue there. Ooh, and then I set my glue gun right in that other glue, of course. And then I want this greenery to come out this way. And I want this one to come out that way. Let's get there. I need a little, to burn my fingers because I'm so infamous for that. Oh, come on, will you sit? This one's being stubborn. All right, and I'm going to attempt to put my flower in there, but I think I need just a tidge more glue there. So I'm just going to put my little bit of glue. And then using that, come on, and then using that same ribbon that I used, I just tied a little bow, and I'm going to stick that right over my flowers. Holding that on, make sure that I've got it stuck. Because with, you know, my luck, I usually don't. All right, so we've got that going on. Looks great. How about that for a little box? Do you like the little box? Easy peasy. All I did was go and dig whatever greens and flowers I could have. I knew I wanted a white flower, and thankfully I had small enough white flowers. I used a ribbon that I already had. Because we do furniture, I already had the stain accelerator. You could paint this gray, you could leave it natural, you could stain it brown, whatever you would like to do with it. And then what I want to do is I want my carrots to lay in here in just a little bit. And this is what I have left of my Spanish moss. Picked it up at Dollar Tree. I'm going to do this over my basket because I know it's going to be a mess. Let's see if I can get, okay, oh, maybe this will be, I'm just going to pull this apart a little bit. I'm trying to do it over my little box here. And I'm going to just pull it apart just to kind of make it more like a nest. And I'm going to wait until I put my carrots in there. If I need to do a little hair trim, we can do a little hair trim. This just seems like there's a lot there. Okay, now I'm going to set this aside because we do have our carrots. So let's go back and focus on our carrots, right? Okay, so underneath all of this, I'm going to set stuff aside. Okay, underneath this we have our yarn. And the yarn is to help embellish our carrots. And so I'm just going to take this out and I don't know how I want to do this. Okay, so it's all knotted together. I think what I want to do, if I don't do this way, we'll just come up with another way, right? I think what I want to do is go through here, and I'm just going to clip, to make a pom-pom. Did I get all of those? Let's see. Oh, I've got another one here. Got one there. Okay. I've got one here. So how are we doing? All right, now I'm going to have to divide this. We're going to cut the bottom end too. Okay, so let's see if we can get all of this cut. Oh, I'm just loving. I'm loving these, loving these. If you're loving this, let me know. And if you are interested in a craft club for this month, also let me know. So let's see, I'm going to need something to tie these off. So I'm going to take out, oh, here's another one that seems long. All right, so I've got 3 strings. And I'm going to try, well, I just found one that I missed. Oh my gosh, here's all kinds of loops I missed. Did I get them? Okay, so I'm going to divide these into, whoops, there's another one. I'm going to divide these into 3 piles. Oh, I still missed it. Can you believe that? Hopefully I won't cut it too short because I know I don't have it where it was. Okay, so I'm going to divide those into 3 piles. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get them all here. Okay, now here's where, again, I can see I did not get all my loops, but they're in a more protected environment because hopefully they won't be too short. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to twist these around. Untwist, twist. And I'm hoping this isn't going to be too big. I have the feeling I'm going to need my scissors to help me out. That is huge. Okay, we are going to attempt to get this through the back. And I'm still feeling like this is just way too thick. I'm going to pull a few of these for in there. Okay, and I'm going to try my twist one more time. Twist that center. There we go. That should hopefully be better. And I am going to use my scissors, and I'm just going to help push this through. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. We having fun yet? Just trying to push this through. Now I wish I had my little dowel because that would be perfect. I do have this really, really thick, and I have the feeling that's the way it's going to be for all of them, but let me see. I'm getting it. What I'm being very careful because with my luck, I would bump my chalk paste with my scissors and then ruin the top of it. So come on, let's see, let's get through here. Okay, I don't want to go through. So I'm going to get my magic tool from over here. Okay. Anybody make cake pops? This is for cake pops. That's how fun it is. Okay, so I have most of these through, and so what you know what, I'm pulling it because I want to make sure that I really have this centered. Okay, so this actually has a little stick, pointed stick. So I'm just going to take all these and push them together. Come on, come on, let's do this. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, see, even creators struggle with getting them on. You know what? I think what I'm going to do, I'm leaving it like that for now. We'll see how they go on the other ones. Taking my larger one now. I'm taking fewer. It's just going to be so much easier to get fewer through. Woo! See that twist to the dowel there? I'm that good. I can twist dowel. You know what? This isn't going to work for me, so I'm going to make it a little bit different. Let me check to see what I have. Oh, for my ribbon. Okay, so I have some green ribbon. And I have a fern. So we're going to make ours a little bit different. Changing things up a little bit. So these are from Dollar Tree. And of course the label doesn't want to come off for me. But we'll get that done. Let's see, are we going to get this? We are. All right, I'm going to take and what I want to do is I want to clip off some of the smaller pieces of this, and so I'm just going to get them out of my way. I'm just going to clip. Come on. Easier to clip with my scissors. There we go. Works for me. And I'm going to clip about 3 or 4 of these. And what I like about this is that it actually looks, the fern actually looks like it's part of the top of this. So I'm going to get these together. And because I don't want to go through this here, we'll do it on here. I'm going to go ahead and put my glue right around that hole. I put the tile underneath it just in case it decides. So I'm doing just what I did with the other greenery, but I'm adding this to the top. Whoopsie. Need a little bit more glue. A little bit more glue there. I changed my mind on the green ribbon. I want to use, what do I have down here? I'm going to go with a ribbon that looks, it looks more like a burlap, but it's not. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tie this in a knot. Come on. Such big fingers here. Okay. I'm going to pull. I have to pull this side harder. Made my loop too big. Let's make this one. Oh, I pulled the whole thing out. Oh, Lynn. Can you tell we're having a frazzled day? I was all ready to go live, and now I'm frazzled. And what I'm doing is I'm tying this like I'm tying a bow on a shoe. What I do is, see, they're just big and crazy looking. And then I just pull these down, and I actually pull them until they're kind of small. Come on. And I pull it tight. Now you notice one is bigger than the other one. I'm just going to pull them down again. That one just wants to be big. Okay. And then I'm just going to clip my ends. This is still a little bit bigger than I'd like it to be. I'm going to hold that bow. That bow's going to work better on the larger one. So I'm going to set this aside. Yep, that glue did go through. I'm going to set that one aside, and I will get a bow for that, but let's do this one. And I just want to pull this a little bit tighter, and then pull this down just a little bit again. Shouldn't be so hard to make a bow, should it? Okay, so we're going to take our orange one, and we're going to do that same thing. I'm putting the glue around the hole, but in doing that, I always know that there's going to be that chance that it's going to go through. So taking my fern again, I'm going to take this piece. These scissors are great. I love these scissors for like everything. That one. And then I need a small one. Ah, I found it. I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to put this other one over here. I'm going to put my third one with just one little dab. Glue. Got it. Then we're going to do this, and then I'm going to take my little bow again and place that right on top. Hold it, make sure it's there. Ouch. Of course I burned my finger. And we have one of our carrots done. Okay, let's do that same thing. Let's see if I can get my two bows done quick. And I'm just cutting at random sizes. Do I always make my bows like this? No. I'm doing it because this is just really, it's easy, and it's easy to show you this way. And you don't have to be a master of bows. If you can tie a shoe, you can make this bow. And so again, you see it's uneven, and so what I'm doing is I'm pulling this bigger size down, and when I do that, it loosens the bow, and that's why I'm pulling again. And I try to make them then about the same size before I pull it out. And I pulled too hard on that one. I knew I was going to do that. Okay, let's do this. How do we do? Much better. Okay, I think we've got one now for our middle bow, or middle. Or do I have this small enough? I have it small enough for a smaller one. So let's go ahead and get that bow back on there. Okay, so now we have 2 of them done. And then I'll show you with this third one what we're going to do. So we're going to cut again. These are fern leaves. They're from Dollar Tree. And you know, I don't know if they're out at this time of year simply because of Palm Sunday and Easter, but ferns are great. Okay, so put that aside. Get our glue again. And again, going around the outside of that hole. Some of it may seep down. Don't worry about it. Let's see, what am I doing there? Get that one on. Get this one on. See if I can get my third one to stick on there. It's going to stick for me. Let's hope. You know what? I think I'm liking this better than the yarn. So I'm okay that the yarn did not work out for me. Okay, so we've got those 2. I think I just pulled that one off. No, I didn't. Okay, and we'll get our... My fingers are too big for that. I have to cut them longer. Don't worry, don't worry. I have a scrap pile. And I use all my scraps. So again, I am just tying this like I'm tying shoes. It's not a big deal, you know, doing that over, under, and the whole 9 yards. And I dropped my loop. What was I thinking? Did I do it again? I did it again. Oh my goodness, Lynn. Having a day. I think I got thrown off a little bit. All ready to go live, and I had to kick it back into mom mode unexpectedly. But it's what we moms do, right? Anything to help out our youngsters and less stress. I twisted that one. Yay me. Okay, so we got that one done. I think we can, that way, oops, oh, that was, okay. I messed up that ribbon. Can you believe it? Look at that, I'm getting my box out here. I'm all ready. Okay. I'm just going to do this bigger so I don't get my big fingers in the way, and just get it done, right? Okay, how are we doing there? Okay, so I am loving the March Craft Club. I'm loving that I can take things that I already have in my home, and I can embellish it even more. And the yarn is great, but I'm going to tell you, to be honest, I was not digging the yarn, but that's just because it's just not my style. Are they cute with the yarn? Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But when that didn't work, I needed to come up with a plan B. And you know what? I think plan B is actually probably more my style. And you always want to do something that is more you. I'm having a hard time cutting bows today. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've got that bow. We're going to take our little glue gun, set that aside. My glasses on so I can see what I did to my ribbon here. Oh, I see. Ribbon twists, and it twisted a little bit in a way I didn't want it to, but I'm okay with that, and I can see that I'm going to have to work on this ribbon right there to get that to go the way I want. But for right now, it's perfect. I'm going to set that aside, and so I've got my little box here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my largest carrot and I'm going to put it on my right side, and then I'm going to take my medium carrot and put it on my left side, and then I'm going to take the smallest carrot. I fussed with that ribbon so much and you can't even see it. And then put it in, and there we have it. That's what I did with my craft club today. So until, let's see, Monday, happy crafting, and I will see you then. I hope you enjoy the craft club as much as I do. Have a great night and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Happy chalking.